Today is a build that I am super excited to see how it all comes together and how does it work. But $100 for 811 pieces? Let's talk about it. Hello and welcome to Bricks and Toys. My name is Brandon and today we are finally doing the last of the new builds of September. After this, we're going to start doing some Lego City stuff, some Lego store shopping, and some other cool things that I have planned to get us through the rest of September. But as far as it comes to doing set reviews, this is the last of what I have picked out for us for September. And part of me wants to think that I saved the best for last. And that is the Walt Disney tribute camera. Again, this is part of the Disney 100 stuff, and I really think this set has the potential to be quite awesome. But there's two little details combined that kind of make me wonder, are we drinking Kool-Aid or is there something to it? And what I'm talking about is this 811 piece set does set you back $100. This set does come in at a kind of medium heavyweight of about 12 cents per piece average, and it does seem like it has a lot of cool pieces. And if all these cool pieces are what they are advertised to be, then I really do see the $99 US price tag being worth what this set is. But the only way we're going to find out is if we do the build. But before we do that, let's just take a quick look over the box and see what we have in store for us today. Now, like I said, this is the Walt Disney 100 tribute camera, something another. You get the point. This is an 18 and over set, and it is set number 43230, coming in at 811 pieces. Now, just looking at the front of the box, we can see that we have some type of side piece right here with Walt Disney, Bambi, Mickey, Minnie. Mickey and Minnie are in their grayed out outfits, basically black and white video. That's what the inspiration is there, where Bambi and Dumbo is in a color format. I do believe that their cartoons were in color originally, where Mickey and Minnie were not, but don't quote me, I'm not a big Disney fanatic. Looking at the top of the box, that is our minifigure lineup for this set. And let's just take a quick second to really think about it. I don't know when the last time we got a Walt Disney in. I don't know if we got one with the Disney 100 yet. Mickey and Minnie Mouse, they're really cool because they are, like I said, in black and white. And then we have Dumbo, which is kind of an odd character to throw in there. But if you're doing all the Disney 100 stuff, Dumbo is a character that is really cool to have, as well as Bambi. Same thing, like I said, with Dumbo is with Bambi. It's kind of cool to think Disney 100 and Disney's working in all these minifigures one way or another. And that's the kind of the sensation I get when I look at these minifigures. Out of all of the Disney minifigures that they possibly could have picked, they picked Bambi and Dumbo alongside of Mickey and Minnie Mouse. And I really think that's a really cool touch because, like I said, they're working them all in, and if you're buying all these sets, then you are getting all of these minifigures, and with how Lego is, we never know how much any of these are going to go up in value once the set retires and goes 5-6+ years beyond that. So that is a really cool thing about this. The next cool thing is the film strip. Bring that in for you guys. You guys can see that it's got scenes from, I think it's the Peter Pan movie with the fox. Then you got the one with the bear and the kid. I can't think of what it's called. You got all of these popular movies, Snow White, and then you got Cinderella and the Little Mermaid and the one with the mice. And you guys can really tell I know my Disney movies, right? Not really. One really cool thing about the camera is it does have that 100 stamped in at the top, built in brick. I do think that is really cool. and it does stand about 14.5 inches tall and about 8.5 inches wide. So we are looking at probably about the height of this box. It does look like it has a thing of how they used to paint the pictures and then layer them on top of each other with a camera facing down to make that type of animation. I don't know what it's called. My unintelligent butt will call it analog animation. Analog animation. We'll just call it that. Where digital animation is done on a computer. Back then they had to write it out or draw it out and film the slides. It's kind of how they did the Star Wars scroll in the 70s. They just had slides and they put the camera over the slide. Other than that, there's not a whole lot on the box. So without further ado, let's go ahead, let's cut open this box and see what we have. Now, we are looking at 811 pieces, and you know how I like to always guess what my bags are, so I'm going to rub the box. I'm going to say 8 bags. Now, let's see if I am correct on that. So we have 2 pieces of tape separating us from getting inside. So we'll go ahead, we'll cut those open. And here we are. We'll do our pour. And right off the top, I can literally see a bag 6, bag 5, 4, 1. So I was actually wrong. We're looking at about 6 bags. But let's go ahead and let's take a look at our book. I do have to say 6 is pretty close to 8. That's the next even number going up. There is no stickers so far. We do have our barcode on the front to scan for our 20 points. Don't see a lot of people talking about that. So we are looking at 199 building steps and 114 pages. The book is in a vertical stance, not a horizontal stance. And let's see how the building stages work out. We do have things that does talk about the camera and some cool stuff about it, things about the designer. So far, every single bag is a building step, except for the last bag, 5 and 6, confirming 6 bags, is combined. So we have stage 1, 1, stage 2, 2, stage 3, 3, stage 4 is 4, and stage 5 is 5 and 6. Pretty simple. Every single stage, we do get a minifigure, at the first being Walt, the second being Mickey, the third being Bambi, the fourth being Dumbo, and the 5th being Minnie Mouse. So that is the book in summary. The bags are all single, and I do believe in here we do have the film strip. And I'm going to save that for the build, even for myself, put it back in the box, because that is something that I really want to take my time to get the proper first impressions of. So with that one, let's get into building. Let's see where we're at after each of these building steps, and we'll be back here to do our review. Okay, so now we're looking at bag 2. So that means we're done with bag 1 and the first step, and here's what we're left with. We have fully built the multi-plane camera. I'll show more of this on the full review, but it's pretty much a action card or whatever you want to call it, Walt Disney, and the multi-plane camera with all the slides in it. So now let's move on to bag 2. Let's see what that brings. Okay, so we're already on to the third step, and with that, on bag 2, we did make the black and white Mickey Mouse. Pretty plain character, but really cool to have him in black and white. And we did make the middle part of the overall camera. There's a lot of Technic pieces and a lot of rare pieces in this part. So now let's go on to bag 3. Let's see what we get from there. Okay, so now we're looking at bag number 4, and here's what we have after bag 3. So bag 3 combined with bag 2 to make some legs on the tripod. We got some weird little studs over here. If you know, you know. If you don't, well, it's going to be cool to see what those go to. Other than that, just some really nice detailed legs, look like wood. So now on to bag 4. Okay, so now we're looking at bags 5 and 6. This is a combined step. So this is going to be the last well building review that you guys see until we go into the actual review. So looking at bag 5, and what do we have with the first 4 bags completed? So you can see that we have the multi-plane camera on the action card, as well as Dumbo that we just welcomed in with bag 4. And then we did get this part of it built. Inside there is a little office that we need to put a handle on the door to get the door open. So we'll look at inside that office on the review. But that's where we're at so far. Up next is going to be the full review, so stay. Okay, so we're going to go right on in and we're going to get this set reviewed right now. So starting off, we're going to start off with the little action card right here. And our minifigures. So we have the black and white Minnie and Mickey that we knew while we were building it, as well as the Dumbo and the Bambi. The action card does move and go, click, just like action. Next up, we do have the multi-plane camera. Get some extra light on the situation. If you look, you can look down and you can see that is a movie that Walt Disney was working on in 1937. They copied it on the Lego set, kind of like how he originally made it. Those are 3 different cleared window pieces to make that actually happen. So that is the multi-plane camera portion of this. Moving on to the original camera, you can see where it says 100. That is the tribute. We also have this crank, and if you listen, took my microphone off and put it up close so you can definitely hear it. We do have the lenses that come in and out. I'm not sure the exact function of this, but this is definitely part of the adjustment. You can change all 3 of these into different areas and then just drop that right back down. There you can see the connection. There is no adjustment up and down or anything on this. It is built sturdy. There you can see the legs and the detail of the legs. We kind of went over that already. Before we get into what's behind here, we will look and see how the back of the sign's made. They did a very clean job on not making anything exposed. And then we can go down the film strip. That's what we're going to do right now. So you can see all the movies included in that film strip as it goes. All the way down until it comes around. And you can see the rest of them right there. Ending with Steamboat Willie. So that is really cool how they did that. Now coming back up. Now to get this to work, you have to turn this directly like that. And then you pull open. And then here you'll find our first minifigure that we built of the set inside a little animation chamber. Getting the light in there, look at that. All these lights in the world, and yet we still need more lights. You can see he's working under a lamp. He's got his pen, he's got a picture of Mickey, and he's just sitting there and he's going to work. And that's what's inside of the camera. To finish everything off, it does close rather simple, just like that. And then you turn that back like that. You do have the little handle for the camera. And that's the camera in a nutshell. So that's the Disney 100 camera. Now let's give some thoughts about this set. So let's wrap up this very short and simple video. Now, as we've discussed prior in the video, this set will set you back about 100 US bones or dollars, and it is currently on back order. So I don't know if Barnes & Noble or other places may have this set. So that is one thing to keep in mind when looking into this set. Earlier in the video, I expressed a lot of concern over the price versus the pieces. It seemed like a really small build for just $100. But now that I've built it, I've gone over all of the parts. 90% of the parts are Lego normal parts to make the build. But there is a lot of parts that have been featured on 10 sets or less. So those are kind of rare parts. And there is things like the film strip that is super unique, as well as the printed window plates for the multi-plane camera that, again, are super unique. So things like that, you know, I can see justifying a higher price tag. Plus, we do get the exclusive minifigure of Walt Disney, as well as the exclusive minifigures of Mickey and Minnie Mouse and Bambi and Dumbo. So for that $100 price tag, you are getting a pretty hearty amount of exclusive shit, like, for lack of a better term. So that is one thing to keep in mind. I know when I started this video off, I may have started off a little bit hot and heavy about it's $100 for a camera, what the hell, da-da-da-da. But now that it's built and I've gone over the parts list, those are my findings. So you definitely do get your money with this set. But again, it's one of those kind of things like you get your money with this set if your money is disposable. That's just one thing to keep in mind with this set. I really do love all of the features and components of this set, and I really do think you would love them too. So for that, I do recommend this set. And I think I know where I'm going to put it. It's not going to go into the Lego Studio. And on that, I will show you where I end up putting it, because I do think I do have a good spot for it. So just hang on to the end of the video to see where I do put it. Other than that, guys, my cat is being needy, so I should go and tend to that and give her some pets. $100 for the set, guys. Currently on back order till the end of the month. I do recommend it. I think it has a lot of fabulous parts and exclusive minifigures. It takes you about 2 hours or less to build it. I did mine on live stream in 1 hour and 50 minutes to be exact. Maybe you can do better because you're not entertaining. So on that one, guys, comment. Do you guys have the set? What do you think about the set? Do you think it's a special set? Do you guys think $100 is too much or too less? Or, you know, just drop those comments down below all about the set. I'm ready to answer any questions. Just drop them comments. And as usual, like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate everything you guys are doing. And Saturday's video is going to be a very special video. I'm going to ask you all to make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're liking the things that I'm doing, because to be honest with you guys, Bricks and Toys is going to be entering a very dark chapter in the next month and a half. So I ask you guys, hit that subscribe button, tune into Saturday's video, because I am going to be asking for your help for the next month and a half on what we are going to do. So thank you. You all have a really good one. For y'all wondering about the display, I thought it would look perfect with the recently discontinued Mickey and Minnie Mouse, and honestly, it is perfect. I really like how it all goes in together. I did hide the other camera kind of behind them just to keep it as part of the set, but now they have a real multi-plane camera next to them. So this is an awesome addition to your current Mickey and Minnie Mouse if you already have them.